Welcome to my show, ladies and gentlemen. I am the host, Jimmy Red Pill. Welcome to my show, Red Pill Blog Talk. I don't own the copyrights to the music in the background. If you're hearing the music, first of all, also for any employers or whatever, this is tobacco. It's tobacco. We're gonna go with that. Okay. I got a right to smoke tobacco in my own house. Whatever. Okay. Uh, okay. Today's show. Okay. Okay. I got a 5 to 10 minute blog, 5 to 10 minute monologue. You don't say nothing with Jimmy Kimmel and James Jimmy Kimmel and all them shit. You got a 10 minute monologue. So James Jimmy Fallon and all that shit got a damn 2 minute. Well, don't say shit when James Jimmy Red Pill got a 10 minute monologue. Okay. Okay. Man. Okay, Red Pill Blog Talk t-shirts. Red Pill Blog Talk t-shirts. Send me $25 to Money Symbol Gunslinger 38111 on the Cash App. Money Symbol Gunslinger 38111 on the Cash App. Cut the bitch water off t-shirts. Cut the bitch water off t-shirts. Send me $25 to Money Symbol Gunslinger 38111 on the Cash App. Money Symbol Gunslinger 38111 on the Cash App. Okay. Or if you just want to support the channel, Money Symbol Gunslinger 38111 on the Cash App. Also, when y'all sending stuff, y'all can send it to an Amazon box. If y'all want me to, you don't know y'all address, but don't nobody want to stalk y'all broke ass now. Yeah. But use an Amazon box. You don't want me to know the address, but if you do, put the address in your footnotes. Address in the footnotes so I can have some place to ship it to. Okay. We're doing big things. Let me see here. Red Pill Records are coming soon. Red Pill Records. Giving out 360 deals. We got that coming soon. We got Red Pill Films. Red Pill Films is coming soon. Do a documentary growing up in the Beltline neighborhood here in Memphis. Documentary on that. Straight out of Beltline. That's coming soon. Like I said, it's 20, 2025. I'm here to take over. Okay. Okay. That wasn't even 5 minutes. To the motherfuckers talking about I take too long to get to the subject. Hey, this is my show. You don't like it, push the button. I don't. Hey, I get paid any way it go. Okay. Today's topic, we are going on my reaction to 21 verses. Reaction to 21 verses. I got a partner. He might come into two. But he might. When you don't, I'll just be the host, or whatever. But here's my reaction. Here's my spin. The 21 verses one, or 21 verses two, or whatever. Sometimes they had two people on here. But here's my analysis. Here's my spin. Here's my take on 21 verses. Okay, I'm finna cook. I'm finna cook, you know. Uh, Also, if there's enough people on, I got a call in number. But it's, that just depends. Okay. Um, my reaction to it, man, I like it. I like it. I'm really surprised that some of these men on there that's picky. It's heavy set guys that's picky on there. It's ugly motherfuckers that's picky on there. It's short niggas that's picky on there. I'm shocked. I'm like, I'm thinking like men are all dogs or men, fuck anything or no, that ain't true. There's some picky men out there. There's some men out there with standards. I thought men, I'm like female. I thought they was like a lot majority of these guys are dogs. Hit anything, smash anything. That's not true. These men got real standards. Um, I seen one. I seen 121 verses with what's that rapper? I'm the biggest, the largest, Big X the plug. Okay, I seen 121 verses with Big X the plug, and I'm surprised how this man talk. A nigga get some money, they get cocky, y'all. Arrogant and cocky. This man jammed one female up. Okay, how old are you? She said about 35, something like that. She said, how many kids you got? She said one. And he said, oh, how old is the kid? She said, he about 15, something like that. 15, something like that. Big X head, Big X the plug took Big X the plug took that tack, that what goes the tack or whatever, and popped the balloon. He said, "Oh, that baby daddy been around too long. He'd have been to the feds. He'd have been, it's gonna be trouble. That nigga didn't get comfortable. I mean, he right. Am I right? Am I right, brother? You meet a chick, you got money. You meet a chick with a 15-year-old. That baby daddy been around a lot. He comfortable, right? And I'm thinking like Big X the plug. Big black ugly nigga, and got a big ass gut, fat, big black ugly. I'm thinking like he'll just go for anything to look nice. And I'm shocked that this man had a standard. He said, like, no, pop that balloon. No, pop. Well, one thing about, he may be big, ugly, whatever, got a gut, but he got money. That don't prove the fact that men with money, oh, wait, what's the saying go? Well, yeah, I believe it's true, y'all. Men don't have to look good. All we need is money and a good conversation. Am I right or wrong, brother? Brother Calico. Yeah. Me, all we need is money and a good conversation. We ain't got to be tall. We ain't gonna, I'm not that tall myself. I'm average height. Around the 5'9" or whatever. But anyway, I imagine he'd be a lot more thirsty if he didn't have money. But a nigga get money, he would get real cocky. But I was just shocked. Like, damn, Big X the plug got standards. Like, damn, I'm like, Big X the plug, he really on her ass. He do got a point. Baby daddy been around too long. Even though she had one baby daddy, one kid, still that nigga been around too long. Been to the feds, got out with her, he got comfortable. Okay. And well, some don't like the little newborns either. Because the newborns, that mean that niggas might be still around. Right? Am I right or wrong, Calico? The newborns and the newborn might be, she got a newborn, the nigga might be still around, Um, I seen one brother, he was on their ass. This man, he was on there. He was like, "Hey, how many baby mamas you got?" 3. Okay, no. She was like, how many? No. He said, how many kids you got? And she said 3. And she said, how many baby dads you got? She said 2. He said, ho, red flag. Basically like on our edge, like red flag. I mean, why didn't you marry the first one? You know what I'm saying? Well, he this and that, he that. Basically, okay, yeah, you make bad decisions. Why would I want a chick? Why would I want a chick who make bad decisions? You got more than one baby dad. So he some of these men will be really jamming these women up, putting them on the hot seat, and I'm like, damn. I like Aaron the plumber. The one they had on there called Aaron the Plumber versus 20 verses. I like his too. I mean, because it's uh you put it, man. First of all, he cut up whatever, but no homo, but he cut up, and but he arrogant with it. He cocky with it, and um he he basically saying, what do you bring to the table besides cat? You know, besides pussy and them bastard kids, basically, hey, what you bring to the table? I like how you do it. He even asked, hey, what's 11 times 11? Jamming them up and shit like that. Like, damn, I need a chick who won't be able to count this bag. You gonna break the seal? Or like, he and the plumber really jamming them up. I'm surprised. He ran into one chick on there who didn't know 11. I think he said, what's 11 plus 11? And his bitch didn't know. I'm like, damn. I'm like, man, this chick is dumb as a box of rocks. So, I'm like, but I like it though. I like his the cocky attitude or whatever. One chick tried to get on him, tried to get him back. Oh, you're that and that. You look like a ninja turtle. You ain't all that. You cocky, you arrogant. You talking to these women any kind of way. And Aaron said, "Look here." He said, "Oh, you probably got a roommate." And Aaron looked at us and said, wait a minute, wait a minute. I stay downtown. Hey, bitch, I stay downtown. Oh, check this out. Can you pull out 150,000 out of the bank right now? He said, why you talking shit? Can you pull out $150,000 out of the bank right now? You know what I'm saying? So you got some brothers that'll get on there who will get on these women ass. But I like it. I love it. It's needed. Some of the guys, if they wear too much makeup, hey, you wearing too much makeup. No, pop that balloon. Okay. Your face too wrinkly. I've seen guys on there, they really speaking how they feel. Oh, you got too many kids. Okay. And one dude, I like one on 21 verse, he jammed one female up. He was like, okay, did you do so you she said, what do you do? And she said, I do hair, I do nails, I do hair, I do braids, and da 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 woo woo. But hey, okay, but do you got a 9 to 5? Oh, well, I do hair and nails and braids, like I said, and toes and all that. He said, but ma'am, do you have a 9 to 5? Okay, he said, she thought he was stupid then. He said, okay, well, ma'am, are you drawing a W-4? Do you file a W-4? Like you said, he just, like are you getting an income tax return? Basically, what he's saying, he want to know. He ain't leaving no stone unturned. Yeah, there's some brothers that just getting on their ass. And I'm like I say, I'm shocked with these men with all these damn standards. And before I was thinking like damn, these half of these niggas on here, they just want to fuck. Or they just They just own here to be on here. They don't know they'll smash anything, to date anything. No, it ain't that. It ain't it. This ain't that. So, and the materialistic shit with the women. They all want somebody over 6 feet. Y'all always want somebody 6'2", 6'3", whatever like this. First of all, these men can have black women horrible at picking mates. Horrible. Black people, period. This man come out here and say, I own my own business. I make $100,000 a year, everything, just because he's short. Most of the women popping the balloons. Pop, 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 popping the balloons, okay? Don't worry about the height. Worry about if he a good provider or not. Why these black women worried about his height? Some of these guys 5'9". They talking about they short. I'm 5'9". Okay, that's about the average man in the U.S. Ain't that many tall niggas to go. Ain't that many. 15%, only 15% of men are over 6 feet. So she gonna have to get in line. She want a tall nigga, and the tall niggas are dogs. They getting all the women. You want to be abused and cheated on, whatever. Yeah, tall nigga. I admit, tall men they get way more pussy than us short. I would have really been a monster if I was tall. But I think I did pretty good for a guy 5'9". But actually 5'9", they talking about short. That's the average man in the U.S. That's average. That's average now. I mean, the pickings are slim already. You need to get a nigga who ain't in and out of jail. One that can provide with you, but the black woman worried about how tall he is. Other races don't think like that.
I mean, he can get a barber.
I'm preaching. I'm preaching. Oh.
They ain't gonna number right there, range your bar. They let you bar that knowing you finna get some time.
Yeah. Have to take a leak right quick. Back to the show.
Yeah. It'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, here's some guys if they heavy set, they don't want nothing too bony. She too bony, common sense. You're gonna have to ride him. You're gonna have to do all the work. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to do all the work. so men, they, they.
He can get
I'm
out.
like I said, I'm just
They don't
shocked that
give a
these
fuck.
men got
He just don't.
standards.
He never put that. He just get processed in it.
We gotta hold on. We gotta get some more to drink. We got to get some more to drink. I mean, it's crazy work. Crazy work, yo. We, we got that. R.I.P. to my dear cousin Damon Dawson. Went to school with him. Melrose here in Memphis. Okay. So what do you think about 21 verses? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. See, the women, they think that they got it made. All they got to do is look pretty. You can't do that all the time. You can't just, okay, I'm just gonna stand on my looks. That ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna fly all the time. Uh Men with money, they got more chance to be picky, but it's some guys with regular jobs that's did a 9 to 5 that's kind of picky now. So it's just like the one dude, he said, man, he was on their ass. I was talking about this earlier, Calico. Dude, he jammed her up. He like, okay, first of all, he said, the lady said, why did you pop that broom? He said, look, them shoes. First thing I saw, them shoes overlapping. Them what was the stilettos or whatever she had on? The shoes are overlapping. That mean them shoes don't fit. So he bust out on that. Oh, like I said, looked at a job or whatever. They looking at everything. Head to toe. So some of these men looking at your credit score. Some men so picky. You ain't you a 5. If you ain't a 3, they don't want to do nothing. Mm-mm. You got to have at least a 3 on the credit score. What was it? Is that good? Is that good? Which one good? Did I get this wrong? Did I get that wrong?
What?
Hold on. No. 3. Oh, 3. That's bad. I think that's bad, man. 7. You want about it? I think you want a 7 on the credit score. 7 is good, man. I didn't even notice they got an 8 too. They got a damn 8 too. But yeah, but the credit score got the least be what's average? What's the average? I think average credit score would probably be like a I think 6. I mean, if she is 6, you might can do something with her, whatever. But if she ain't got a 7 credit score. Nah, I can't holler at you. Don't give a damn how you look. Got to have a 7. Yeah. But the black women, they worried about how tall a nigga is. That's what I'm shocked at. This nigga have $1 million in the bank, making all kind of $100,000 a year. All no kids. Gotta get that real. No kids. I mean, nobody leeching off of it. But I'm looking at the black women just popping the bloom because the man's short. And the average man, like myself, 5'9". That's what I'm shocked at. Hello. I did good to be 5'9". I think I must have smashed about a good 300 women in my life, 300 to 400 women in my lifetime. If I was tall, man, it probably would have been 600, probably been 1,000 if I was tall. But it does help. But at the same time, uh, my experience when you got a chick that's 6 feet or better, over six, they might want to challenge you. Didn't grow up with no father in the household either, and over 6 feet, you got a problem. But I know what to do though. I didn't have a tall chick. I had a chick 6'4", tried to fight me back or whatever. Tried to buck knuckle, tried to square up with me. Y'all know the first thing I did was straight to them legs. I get you on the ground, you're my size. So it's been there, done that. But I'm just saying, it is more challenging for a guy 5'9", But that is an average height of men in America. And these hoes, like you said, they hating on that. They hating on when they see short dudes come up to. That's all they first thing they see, Miko, is the height. They popping the balloons. Look, pop, 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 pop. As soon as they come out short. Then he get up and say, okay, man, I'm a real estate broker. I make 6 figures, over 6 figures a year, no kids. They done popped the balloon now already. They just saw how short. That's all they saw. Then the first thing they gonna do is look at your shoes. One brother had his own shoe line. That was his. How you gonna knock a niggas? They was knocking them, popping blues left right there in their shoes, Miko. I mean, they hit their shoes left and right now. But there was what you call it in the NFL, NIT. They was like no N. What is it? What's the word when you get paid for your own likeness and image? Not NIT, but he had his shit branded. He had his own shoes. He don't want to jock nobody. He want to make it. This man making his own shoes, but whole instead of popping the balloon in his dreams. Some men are shallow too. First thing we look at is the face. First thing we gonna jam it. We gonna look at the face, the body, then the shoes. This one dude, he went straight at them stilettos. I like it. He said, look at hey, them stilettos, your feet hanging off of the damn shoe. Your feet hanging off of them stilettos. No, no. It was on her ass. Hey, you got a fufa. Look at that. Look at that. You got that fufa. Me and I'm surprised these men on their ass now. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Damn, I forgot to put a what's a face on here. A thumbnail. Well, I can go back and put a thumbnail over. I can go back and put a thumbnail over the video there. Okay. Okay, let me see. Try to see if I can. No login. Let's see what this do. You know what happens when I ignore that. I don't like Enter the old password on there. Okay, we'll enter a new password on the Facebook. We'll go to the Facebook. Okay, here we go. Hmm. Okay, here we go.